Let's go, baby. We live. We live. I'm in a new area. I'm in the dungeon right now, baby. In the dungeon. So it's been a long few days, y'all. Um, hold on, let me type in my Instagram live. Tell people to come to YouTube live stream. Scale out live on YouTube. Link in my bio. Pull up to the link in my bio. Pull up to the YouTube. Let's party. Let's party. So, y'all, I'm in a new location. I'm in an undisclosed location. I just moved out of Maryland today. Today was my last day in Maryland. Um, got a lot coming for y'all, man. Yeah, I'm down here with the boogeyman, Miss Archie. We in a dungeon, baby. So I came to the realization that I'm not gonna tell nobody where I'm moving to. I mean, I told Sub two, I told my family, but I was gonna tell y'all on the stream and on my Instagram, but I'm gonna let y'all figure it out. Just know that it's a journey. It's a journey. Y'all see me when y'all gonna see me, but I ain't gonna make no announcement, nothing like that. Y'all just gonna have to find out where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? So right now, if y'all not tuned in, if y'all not subscribed to my YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the like. We here every single day until I scale my business to 10 deals a month. If y'all on my Instagram, jump onto my YouTube, links in my bio. I told y'all, man, I'm in an undisclosed location. I just moved out of Maryland today. Just moved out of Maryland today. We in the dungeon right now. Today was my last day in Maryland. Not telling y'all where I'm moving to, but I'll be there. I'll be there. Y'all gonna see me. We gonna make a couple calls today. I ain't make a few no calls in a little while, so a couple people hit me up asking to call their sellers. So that's what we gonna do. I've been working on the dispo side of things. Y'all seen me mapping out our acquisitions SOPs the other day. Dang, we got a lot of leads. Shit, we got a lot of leads today. That's what I like to see. And this whole thing, man, I was telling my grandfather today, like it's just so beautiful that I'm not working. I wasn't on the phones in front of my computer today at all, and we're still making stuff happen, right? Like Edith on my team gave me a call, told me that dang Matthew, you ruining it, bro. You ruining the surprise, dog. Nah, I ain't there yet. I ain't there yet. I wasn't supposed to tell nobody where I'm going, bro. So if y'all on Instagram, y'all stay on Instagram for now because Matthew he try to ruin the surprise for where I'm moving to. So yeah, we're about to make a couple calls. Let me find these leads that were sent in for me. What's up, Mike? What's going on, brother? If y'all are on my YouTube for the first time, make sure y'all hitting that subscribe button at the bottom. Mike G, you know we don't stop, bro. You see, I'm in the dungeon right now, dude. I'm in the dungeon, bro. I just moved out of my crib. Feels good. Feels good to start new, start fresh. I'm not at the final destination right now. It's gonna take a couple weeks. Y'all gonna be with me on the journey though. It's gonna be fun. Where's this lead at, bro? Oh, here we go. Here we go. So let me tell y'all a secret for all y'all who in sub two. What up, Simba? Long live Simba. For all y'all who in sub two, a secret that I'm going to put out is get into these other mentorships and become the creative finance person in these mentorships, right? Like other wholesale mentorships where all they teach is wholesale, because now you have a pool of JV partners who have no clue how to operate with creative, and there you go. You're that person. You're that person in there who can save their day. Get them deals. All right, so we're about to call Jude. Nah, for real, that's what I did though. I got into I didn't get into the mentorships, but I got well connected with the mentor of the mentorships, and like started talking to the group and a bunch of stuff like that, and just being that creative guy in a wholesale group. Free leads all day. Let's call Jude. I don't know anything about this property. I don't even know where it's at, but let's call Jude. Lippincott Street. What up, everybody? What up?
Please leave your message for 202.
Andrew. You need to add a F behind that M. Andrew motherfucking Linder. The live keeps pausing. Oh, it's cause my Wi-Fi is not on my phone. All right, y'all. If you're on my Instagram live, what I need to do is I need to put the Wi-Fi on my phone. So bear with me. I'll be back. What's the password? BRTH3. There we go. Now we should be Gucci on Instagram. Now we should be good on Instagram. If y'all on Instagram, let me know if that's better. Aria just I ain't Mr. Sub 2 yet, bro. That's Pace Morby the GOAT. That's Mr. Sub 2. I'm just a leader in the community. That's all I am. I just want to help people. That's all I want to do, man. I just want to vibe, help some people out. My boy Claudio, what's up, dog? We live on YouTube right now, streaming every single day till my company's at 10 deals a month. Every single day. Q just jumped in. Q, I'm calling your seller right now.
Please leave your message for 202.
I'm gonna call Jude a third time. I want a deal today. Claudio, my brother. What's up, dog? Told y'all we live from the dungeon right now.
202
in a new undisclosed location. Today was my last day in Maryland. I moved out of Maryland today, y'all. It's been how long I've been in Maryland? Like 6 years? Almost 7 years now. It's a new day. I won't be telling nobody where I'm moving to. Only sub 2. Albert, definitely keep me posted on that. Q, Nick on my team is talking to Kenneth. So I don't want to jump in there and mess up what he's got going on. But he is in contact with Kenneth. Jude did not answer. I'll call Jude again tomorrow. I'll follow up with him or her. I don't know who that's, a girl or a guy. But yeah, making calls today, live from the dungeon. We live from the dungeon. All right, y'all. So like the 20 people that's watching right now, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. If you in sub 2, don't ruin the secret. So I'm gonna be living in an RV in the middle of nowhere for a month, and I'm gonna be making deals. I'm gonna be closing deals in an RV in the middle of nowhere. Is that fire or what? Y'all gonna watch or what? Like, I don't know where I'm going. I just know I won't be in a regular house. Yes, sir, Claudio. Hmm. What I need to do is underwrite these deals. So I have next week is going to be a really big week. Um, Closing on 2 deals. One is going to be a flip. It's actually my first flip ever. We're just gonna take it down, clean it up, put paint and floors down, and then we're gonna sell it to a hedge fund. And then we already got a preliminary offer from the hedge fund and everything, so that should be pretty smooth, an easy deal. Should be very close to a triple digit flip, so I'm super excited for that. Of course, it's my first flip though, so I don't know what the hell I'm walking into, honestly. But I have a good team that I partnered up with on this one, so I'm not stressing it too much. Um, and then we're also closing on an Airbnb that we're taking over sub 2. Well, it's a house that we're taking over sub 2 that we're going to turn into an Airbnb. Um, I actually want to underwrite that one on here. Let's do that. I'll underwrite these deals because I need to underwrite a few deals anyways. My team's been waiting on me. So let's start with that one. Um, so the story with this, some people may have already heard the story. And y'all, if y'all are on my Instagram right now, hit the link in my bio. Jump onto the YouTube. If you guys have any questions about anything, ask questions in the YouTube. If you're in the YouTube and you're not subscribed yet, subscribe to my channel. Like the video for me. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I want to hit that goal of 1,000 subscribers. I'm almost at 500, so we almost halfway there. Help a brother out. If you love me, subscribe. If you love me, like the video. If you don't, then it's all good. I still love you anyways. What's up, Eddie? Eddie, no. All right, so this property in Atlanta is a cash out refinance, right? So the seller, he had a $90,000 hard money loan on the property. He was gonna sell it to me sub 2, but I told him, I'm like, bro, Ken, listen, I'm not taking over your hard money loan sub 2. It's just stupid. It doesn't make any sense for me, right? So how about I bring you my lender? Her name's Tanya. She's awesome, right? I'll bring you Tanya. What she'll do is she'll give you 70% of the value of the property. She'll give that to you up front, right? So you pay off your hard money loan, and then I'll take over your new loan subject 2. And this shit like blew this guy's mind. He's more excited to do this deal than me, honestly. Like Ken is like one of my good friends now. Like he wants me to fly out to California so we can go to dinner. Like so the power of seller finance and subject 2. One gun, one tool in your tool belt. You're missing out, dog. Eddie G, love you more, brother. So right now I'm looking for the term sheet. So with this cash out refinance, we had to get a new loan, obviously, right? So I need to find this email from the lender giving me the information on the new documents. So that's what we're gonna do. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I ever got that sheet. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Ken Altman. Here we go. Locking up deals in the basement. Yes, that's what we doing. We in a dungeon, Alexis. We in a dungeon. I told y'all these next couple weeks, it will be a journey. I'm telling y'all, it's going to be a journey. Definitely subscribe to my YouTube. if you haven't subscribed already. If you guys are new, your first time in here, if you weren't in here when I was talking earlier, I'm going to be living in an RV for a month. A month closing deals. So I'm closing deals in the basement right now. I'll be closing deals out of an RV in the middle of nowhere. If you're in sub 2, shut up. Don't say nothing. Because y'all know where I'm going. Appreciate you, Alexis. I can't find this term sheet. My boy Mamadou Diallo, my mentor. Let's get Mamadou up here. Mamadou, I hope you're ready to come on live. I'm sending you a request, dog. Dang, Sam Sing too? I'm sending Sam Sing a request too. Let's have a party up here. Alexis, you getting a request too. Did Mamadou leave? Mamadou left. Dang, y'all declining my lives. Y'all don't love the kid. Everybody decline my love. Where is this at, bro? Where's this at, bro? I think I need to call my lender. I think I need to call Tanya to get this information. Let me text her. Tanya, hey, did we ever get a term sheet for Ken's refi? Question mark. But I can't really underwrite the deal unless I know what the exact terms are. So, yeah, Alexis, I don't know either. It's probably because I'm in the dungeon right now. Yeah, you see me in a dungeon, dog. That's what we doing. Okay. Let's underwrite this deal for Edith then while I'm waiting for Tanya to send me the term sheet. We underwriting deals that we're about to buy next week. There's another one that Edith is working on right now. We just need to know what a good price to pay for this property is. So I'm about to underwrite this one. I will share my screen. If you guys are on my YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. But I will share my screen. If you guys are on Instagram, jump into the YouTube. The link is in my bio. What up, Chris? All right. So first thing we're gonna do. So this guy's in pre-foreclosure. His auction is scheduled for June 15th. So we told him we can help him out the situation. We can stop the foreclosure. We just need to take over that loan subject too. Edith is working with him. She says he wants 270. Privy says 298 off the jump. Let me share my screen. So Privy has 298 right here. It's not many comps in this area. I know Tanisha sent this lead, and she's probably going to want to buy it if it's on terms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check and see if we can put it on Airbnb, because I know Tanisha likes Airbnbs or wraps. So I know for a fact we can wrap it. But let's see if we can Airbnb it. It's on Airbnb.com. See if there's anything in the area. Lucy Lou. What's up, dog? What's up, Marissa? Damn, so it's like, if you guys can see, the subject properties right here, and all the Airbnbs are in the city, in Suffolk. Sam Singh, what's up, bro? You gonna jump on here now? What's up, dude? I'll send you a request, dog. I'll send you another one. It says you're unable to join. It's because you're on a computer, bro. Can't go live from a computer. So there's a lot of Airbnbs in Suffolk, but not near our subject property. So I wouldn't say this would be an Airbnb. This would probably be a wrap or a long-term rental. But Airbnb would not work for this property at all. Sam, you could just jump on my stream, bro. I'll send you the StreamYard link. Come on to YouTube, dog. So let's see what Edith's notes say on this property. Those are my notes. Edith, where are the notes at? What's up, Gerardo? Dang, bro, I feel some type of way, man. We closed a deal for you, and you ain't come back, bro. You ain't send us no more leads. What's up with that, dog? I feel used and abused, bro. I'm joking, bro. Do your thing, dog. I be forgetting sometimes, like, it's a lot of times people don't really understand my sense of humor. Like, I be thinking stuff's funny a lot, but people don't be thinking it's funny. I have to remind myself sometimes. Yo, Gerardo, don't feel like you have to send it because I said that, bro. If you got it, bro. I was joking. But if you want to send another one, by all means, send it in. You know what we do. We close deals. Oh, I like the sound of that, Gerardo. What's up, Armando? What's up? Oh, that's who I need to call. I need to call Charlene back.
Hello?
Hey, Nancy.
Yes.
Hi, this is Daryll. You were speaking with Seth on my team about this property on Wise Avenue.
Yes, uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Was Seth able to? I know he said he was coming to look at the property. Was he able to come look at it?
No, not yet. Is he? I think he's the one that texted me that he'd had a small car accident or something.
Oh wow!
On the way over.
Wow, I didn't talk to him.
I think it was him. I've talked to so many people, I'm not sure.
Oh man!
But he has. I don't think Seth has been there.
Okay. Well, it's my job to figure out what deals we're going to be buying every single week. So Seth sent me this. He said that you guys we're in some conversations, but nothing really too serious. Nothing too deep yet.
Right.
So I wanted to give you a call, see if I can pretty much fill the gaps and see if we can come up with a deal that works for you and us.
Okay. I'm game.
That sound
I'm
good?
still in the process of cleaning it out.
Okay.
Just so you know, I had to. It was a real mess. The people that I evicted were very, very angry at me.
Oh man.
And so I'm up to 90 bags of trash so far.
Oh wow, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, and that doesn't include my basement. I got to clean the basement out yet.
They didn't do anything crazy like pour cement down the toilet or nothing like that, did they?
Do what?
I said they didn't do anything crazy like pour cement down the drains or nothing like that, did they?
No, I don't think so. I found some dirt in one of them, but I've run it since then, and it drains okay. So.
I gotcha. So you had some tenants that you evicted. How long were you gone without them paying you before you're able to get them out?
Well, actually, they were paid through February. I just terminated their lease at the end of February because, well, not because, but they had been on this rental assistance. Frankly, I just didn't see them back. They had been 7 years. I just didn't see them coming back, having the expectation of paying rent.
I
and I think we're all going to see a lot of that. I really do.
Yeah.
We're going to have a little bit of a cultural shift, I think,
Yeah. So
until we can get back into normal times, I think,
right. So you're being proactive. It sounds like.
Yes.
Smart.
Well, they were filthy. They had been okay for a long time. Like I said, they were with me 7 years, and they had been okay. And then all of a sudden, they just got filthy and nasty. Mm-hmm. And they were having major roach issues. We've gotten rid of that.
Oh man.
I'm still working on the smell because of all the trash they left, and it's a real turnoff when you come in and take a look at it. But I was over there today putting more trash out today and more furniture that they left. So
that's insane.
So I'm getting there slowly,
So I mean, what's the plan with it? You're planning on fixing it up or like, and then selling it? Or?
I don't want to. Mm-hmm. I can, but I don't really want to. I'm trying to kind of ease out a little bit. I'm near ready to retire, or at least partially. I want to cut back some. I don't want to get out entirely. Mm-hmm. I've been doing this for 46 years, and I kind of don't want to walk away entirely.
46 years.
But
wow.
I also would like to reduce my house inventory to where it's a little bit more manageable for me, and I can play some. That's my goal at this point.
How many are you at now? How many properties are you at now?
I have 5 left.
Oh, nice. And are you planning on how many you planning on keeping? How many you plan on selling?
Well, I don't know. I had said ultimately I think I would like to end up with 2. Mm-hmm. But I've got to manage my capital gains issue. That's what a whole lot of it's about, because I've owned these for so long. I have depreciated them out, so I've got a real capital gains thing I have to manage. So,
got it. Have you?
I don't like giving the IRS all my money I've worked for.
Neither do I. You and me got that in common for sure. So have you came up with a game plan to beat Uncle Sam?
Well, the Wise Avenue property is the next one I'm going to sell, mm-hmm. and I plan to sell 2 this year. That's what I think I can manage as far as my capital gains and all that kind of stuff. This next one that I'm going to sell after I sell Wise is the 936 5th Street that I think I've also talked with him about. Mm-hmm. And that's this is single family. Wise is single family, 3-bedroom, 1 bath. The 5th Street property is a duplex, and it's 2-bedroom, 1 bath units. But a huge old, beautiful old Victorian 1895, kind of a cool house. Big, huge rooms.
I love that. Nancy, you're not gonna miss this cash flow, all this cash flow you're getting?
Do what?
I said you're not gonna miss all this cash flow you're getting every month?
Well, I'm gonna have to adjust, but you know, as I said, I'm ready to have a little bit of fun, and I will start taking my Social Security. I haven't even started doing that yet. I held that off till I was 70. So, and of course, that's not a whole lot, of course, but I'm gonna keep a couple, I think.
I got you. Okay, perfect. So I'm always curious. I know you said you're looking to be semi-retired, right? But I see myself I see myself in your shoes down the line. I'm younger, so it'll be, some years down the line. But I'm always curious to know, what does retirement look like for somebody like us who's investing their whole life.
It's a tough thing to define. It really is. Like I said, I started doing this 46 years ago, and I have always done a lot of the work myself. I had a 30-year life partner. He died in 2012, and we did a lot of it together. And so we did a lot of the remodeling and that sort of thing. Now, heating and air and electrical, we always had that done, but everything else we pretty much did ourselves. And, I don't know what it's going to look like for me, but I'm enjoying playing some. So that's looking more attractive to me. There was a time in my life I couldn't imagine not working like this. And I have had industrial properties, commercial properties, and residential. So, I've had and at one time I probably had about 30 or 40 properties all total, including the partnerships that I was involved in, which I'm no longer involved in. So all of what I have left is what I own.
Wow. Sounds like you really know what you're doing, huh?
Well, I like to think I've learned something over the years.
It's a little something.
But I won't go so far as to say I know what I'm doing. But I've learned a lot, and I've enjoyed it. I've loved the business. Yeah. But I just, like I said, I'm just kind of getting to the point I kind of want to play a little bit.
I gotcha. So you're gonna go kick your feet up on the beach somewhere, buy a boat or something?
No, I don't think I want to do a boat, but might do a little traveling.
I gotcha. Okay.
So, as you know, these things can be confining, so you don't get to do some of the things that you'd like to do.
Exactly. So, do you have a price in mind that you were looking for Wise?
For Wise, I had 87.
87,000. Okay.
I think, looking at the comps, I had it rented for $750. And I had not escalated the rent probably in that 7 years. I don't believe. I'd have to look back at my records, but I've had it at $750. It needs painting and cleaning and all of that, and I'm still trying to debate whether I'm going to do any of that or not. I would rather just sell it as is and let whoever, because probably whatever investor buys it, and I think it'll probably end up being an investor, they're probably going to do some upgrades, some updates.
Yep.
I have put ceramic in the kitchen. I just redid the bathroom not so long ago. So, and the electrical's been upgraded. The plumbing's been upgraded. One of the water heaters practically new. The furnace is older, so that's about the only thing. And it's going to need a roof soon. It's not leaking, but it's just time,
Okay.
So, I just think other people would, at least the way I wanted to do those things myself, if I was going to buy something.
Right. Yeah, that's typically what we do as well. We come in and we kind of future-proof the house. Because, you know how tenants are. You're obviously going through that situation right now. So we wanted the property to stay in as best shape as we can possibly keep it. So that's definitely.
Now, do you rent things out or do you resell them?
We do both.
Okay.
And it depends on how we buy them. We either buy cash. So when I'm looking to fix and flip is when it's going to be cash. So you said you want 87, you said, or 89?
87.
87. What do you think I could sell it for after it's all fixed up? If I were to just buy it and sell it, fix it up and sell it.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
I said if I were to just buy this and fix it up and then sell it, what do you think I could sell it for after it's all fixed up?
In watching the comps, I've been trying to watch Southeast comps, and I'm seeing a lot that are single family like that doing about 110, 120, something like that.
110, 120.
On the Fifth Street property, there's a duplex right next door to mine that they really did go in and do a nice job siding, and I'm told, I didn't see the inside, but it just sold for $179 for the duplex. So I'm trying to keep it I'm trying to keep it where I can make some money and you can make some money
100%.
because I know you can't do it if you can't make some money.
Yeah, and it seems like the numbers are a bit too tight for us to make some money. Just think about the work that you said needs to be done and the price. And I'm not here to negotiate with you on the price. My whole thing is I want to help sellers get what they want, right? So if you want 89,000, then I'm gonna figure out a way to get you 89,000. But if we're gonna buy it cash, that just seems like it won't work. Um, and honestly, this seems like this is a better rental market, anyways. Do you agree?
Oh, it's about like sales, real estate sales. It's just really the rents are just cranking right now.
Yeah.
Everything I'm seeing. Like I said, I had another fellow that's in this business came over and looked. He said, "Nancy, you could be getting $1,250 for this."
Yeah.
So I mean, right there's $500.
Yeah, I think you were definitely under market rent for some time. So
I tended to do that. I've still got one apartment, a huge apartment that's at $550, and it should easily be $650.
Oh,
So
wow.
I tend to do that. And we've been through some tough times, and so
Yeah.
I've been cognizant of that with people.
And it's really a shame when you look out for people, because you could have upped the rent on these people and you were looking out for them, and that's how they treat your property when it's a shame.
Exactly.
But so here's what I'm thinking, right? And plus I think this would be actually a really good benefit for you, because you said you had that capital gains problem. The way that we buy our rentals is on terms. Does anybody ever talk to you about that?
I don't really want to do that. This is my retirement money, and I want to fund the next phase of my life with this. So
right.
I really don't want to do any financing.
What does that look like? You're funding the next phase of your life?
I'm not sure yet. I got to get this done and have time to think about that. So
I got you. Yeah, I mean, I brought it up because at 89,000, we wouldn't be a good fit, or 87,000, we wouldn't be a good fit cash. Has anybody came close to that number yet?
No, honestly, no. I haven't shown it that much. I have been holding people off because it was such a mess.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get it cleaned out and halfway decent. Like I said, I doubt I'm going to do any painting and cleaning because somebody's going to come in there and want to remodel. There's no point in me doing that. But I wanted to get trash up. I mean, there was so much trash in there, you couldn't even see the hardwood floors.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, it was solid trash. They had just dumped everything out, dumped out the chest and the trash, and just nasty, just totally nasty. And I don't think they thought I would make the move. Ultimately, I think they thought they were going to get to stay, and so they were just really upset with me. So I have not really been wanting to show it, because usually what I have historically done is gone in, painted, cleaned it, and had it really spit shined before I showed it for rent. Right. I didn't want anybody to see it in this shape. And the same is true for the sales. But I took my trailer over there to haul some trash out, and somebody stole my trailer.
Wow.
So So I'm getting some leads on it. The police are involved. I'm getting some leads on it. Someone told me the other day that the guy that lived there sold it to somebody. Well, he didn't have couldn't have had a title, because I had the title.
Are you serious? Are you in this area?
Yeah.
Are you in this area?
No, I live in Southwest County.
Okay.
But I had taken my trailer over there to haul this trash to the transfer station. So now I'm just doing it as much as I can get out in the regular trash haul and furniture, bulk pickup. So it's slowing me down some, but I'm getting there. I was over there today and got some more out. So it's, another 2 or 3 weeks, I'll have it all out. And my intention was to clean it up a little bit, at least what we used to call broom clean, so that it, you can see it. So you can see what you're looking at as opposed to a bunch of trash. So I have really kind of discouraged people looking at it until I could kind of get it to that point. I had one fella that just insisted that he caught me over there working and he wanted to see it, so I went ahead and shown it, and everybody says they can look through it, but the trash, but they have a hard time with it,
Got it. Okay.
So that's where I am right now. It just wasn't what he wanted. So
yeah. So maybe because I know for a fact 87 wouldn't work for his cash. So maybe what we do is I can just at least always a good option to keep in your back pocket, right? Like if nobody comes up, as I'm always a good option to keep in your back pocket. So if nobody comes up to 87,000 or even close to it, I know for a fact I can pay you what you want for the property. And also, if you're thinking about capital gains, right? The cool thing about this is you're only paying taxes on what you get at that time, right? So if you get a down payment that gets you comfortable to live your life and fund your next journey, we can work that out, and then the rest of your payments of your equity will come out to you in payments over time for as long as you want.
Yeah, so I'm probably not going to be interested in that. Like I said, I want to use this. My game plan has always been for this to fund whatever I'm going to do next, and I honestly don't know what that's going to be yet. But
yeah. I got you. Yeah, so I mean, usually when people have they're asking for a certain amount of money, it's because they know exactly what they want a lot of the times. But it honestly seems like if you don't sell this for another year, it's not really that big a deal to you.
No, I don't have to do anything.
Right.
This is just my plan, in my game plan. But I don't have to do. I can rent it. Go in and paint and clean it. And honestly, once I get the trash out, painting it and cleaning it, I could have it ready probably in a month.
That's honestly, that sounds like a great idea. Honestly, I was going to ask you, why not just do that?
Do what?
I was saying that sounds like an awesome idea. Actually, what's stopping you from just doing that?
I'm just ready to kind of start backing out. I'm 70 years old, and so I'm kind of ready to start backing away from it.
Time out.
This is a young buck's business, and I know that, or young lady's business, or young buck's business.
I could have sworn I was talking to a young lady.
I'm ready to play.
I could have sworn I was talking to a young lady this whole time. There's no way that you're 70.
No. No. So I'm just 46 years. I couldn't be but so young. So, yeah. So anyway, I'm just ready to enjoy some life. This is a very confining business, or it has been for me, the way that I approached it, and I'm ready to go on and play some. So
I love that. Well, yeah,
but I don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
I can rent it and have that money coming in every month if I want to.
Yeah, it sounds like you've done an awesome job your whole life, and you're in a position where you can make any decision you want at this point.
Exactly.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm always a good option to keep in your back pocket. So I'll continue to follow up with you. I'll maybe follow up with you in 3-4 months just to see if you're still looking to sell.
Sure. That'll be fine.
Yeah, for sure. As always, I appreciated the conversation, Nancy.
Okay. Well, you have a good evening.
You have a better one. I appreciate you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Right, bye. We have the master, Sam Singh, on live with us, bro. Yo, how'd I do on the call, bro? Did I suck a little bit?
No, dude, that was amazing. That was a phenomenal showcase of asking the right questions at the right time. And I kept cutting out, so I'm sorry, dude. But that was actually phenomenal. My one thing is this, right? Time allocation and time management. At what point during that call did you realize you just needed to hang up and move on?
Right before I asked her the question, right before I said, it seems like if you don't sell this for a year, 2 years, it's not really that big a deal to you, right? And she's like, well, yeah, it's really not. So it was like she said something right before that made me ask that question. That alarm went off. Okay, she's not really too motivated. She still feels like she has options. She says she's cleaning it up. She wants she's been holding off on buyers to see it because she thinks that she's going to get a higher price once she cleans it up. So I'm going to personally let her get those offers that she thinks she's going to get, right? She's not going to get anything higher than what I offered her or what I can bring her to the table. So it's just a follow up. It doesn't mean she's not. It doesn't mean she won't be a deal. There's going to be a follow up. You know this.
Yeah. So that one's great, right? And the reality is this is that, and I missed most of the call, and I'm so sorry about that. But the reality is that she's got a lot of properties and she's cash flowing a lot. You know, I don't know if you guys paid attention. Daryll asked this amazing question. You're not going to miss this cash flow, are you?
Yeah.
And the perfect probing question, because we're getting at motivation, right? At the end of the day, if someone has a large portfolio and they're cash flowing a ton of money, why honestly are they looking to sell? And that question is, ideally, hopefully the response is they open up about, hey, maybe I'm in pre-foreclosure, maybe I'm going to file for bankruptcy, maybe there's something else going on that we don't know. The reality with her is that she basically was like, nah, dude, life is peachy. I'm making a shit ton of money and I own a ton of properties, and like there's really no reason for me to sell.
Yep.
So the reality, she's motivated to a degree, but the only motivation right now is liquidity and money for her to have a good time.
Yep.
And that is great. It means that she probably wants to go on vacation to Cancun or Jamaica or the Caribbean somewhere.
But that's the thing too, bro. She really doesn't even know what she wants to spend the money on, right? So immediately, I really don't have any. I don't know if that's leverage, but I don't know what she wants to do, right? Like I ask people, well, what are you looking to accomplish with this down payment, or what are you looking to accomplish with this money when you sell the house? And they'll know, right? I'm trying to buy a new house, I'm trying to buy a car, whatever that is, so I can kind of reverse engineer it and say, okay, well, you need this much for that, so here's what we can do. I can get you this so you can get into your next journey. But she doesn't even know what she wants to do. So
okay, I want to hit on that, because for everyone listening, what he basically did is he's trying to find something to anchor on. And when you find something that they want to buy, right, they want to spend, and this is so beautiful because, dude, I would love to do a deal breakdown with you one day on a deal that I'm buying in Henderson, Nevada. And what I basically, especially in creative, you want to isolate how much the money they want versus how much money they need. And when you start deciding, or when you ask the question of, hey, what do you want to do with this? And they give you a material object. Guess what? That material object has a price tag. And if it's low, you want them focused on that. So on this hybrid deal in Henderson, not to get too much into it, he wanted a 3D printing type deal. And I'm like, great. What does that cost? $10,000. I'm like, you're not hurting for any other money. Like, you don't need any more money to move on to a different place. Like, no, I have the money, I have, place to go to, but that's what I want right now is I want to buy, I want to sell this and I want to keep the money, but I want to, spend 10 of it on this 3D printer thing. And I'm like, great. So it sounds like right now you only need $10,000 in your pocket. Yes. I'm buying this deal for $10,000 down.
I love that, bro. And it's the words, right? I tell my team, like, the words that you use are super, super important, right? Just like you said earlier, we're not asking you, what do you want to walk away with? I'm asking you, what do you need to walk away with? What do you need in your pocket to make you excited about this, right?
Exactly.
Want and need are two completely different things.
And the second that you can start labeling and you can start anchoring based on a certain price point, a certain fixation, here's the thing that people don't realize. When you're in a conversation with a human being and you talk about your wants and your desires and your needs, you are psychologically focusing on these things. Now, if you get them to focus on their need versus their want, you just talk about that 3D printing press, right? That 3D printing machine versus him wanting $300,000 for the sale of the property. I'm going to talk about the $10,000 that I put in his pocket that can get him excited about getting this 3D printing, whatever the hell it is.
Yep.
Like, that's the fixation that we want, right? Yep. That's fixation. So for anyone who's like watching and wants to be a phenomenal closer, Daryl's a phenomenal example of asking the right questions at the right time. Dude, I think you had a missed opportunity though. I think you could have flirted way earlier when she told you that she was over 70.
You think I could have done what?
I think you could have flirted with her way earlier.
I think so too. I think so too.
Like, she was just like, yeah, and then I turned 70 and then things changed. And I'm like, at that point, I was expecting you to be like, you don't sound a day over 45.
I was going to say that earlier, but I think she kept talking and I didn't want to jump in there and just cut her off because I definitely heard her say it and I wanted to say something about it. But yeah.
I mean, it's okay because you saved it up a little bit later because then you start talking about how young she is. So, guys, when you start dealing with older sellers, reality is they're in a position in their lives where they are somewhat conscious about the fact that they're at advanced age. So, honestly, if you've got a seller and they're like, "Hey, I just turned 85," wow, you don't sound a day over 42.
Even if they sound like they're on their deathbed, I promise you, even if they sound like they're a second away from kicking the bucket, tell them that they sound like they're 40.
Exactly. And what you want to do is, honestly, this is, and a lot of people like wondering why, Sam, why are you like, BSing a seller? Here's why. You're going to spend 30 seconds being shocked by how young they sound and how it seems that they're a young person. Like, no, wait, just spend 30 seconds being shocked at their age. And what it's going to do is it's actually going to make them feel freaking good. Right? Yep. Like, is at that age, you're probably very immobile. You're probably taking a lot of your quality of life is different than it was when you were 40. And if you kind of approach them, you're going to be one of the very few people who do it in their daily lives, where you remind them what it feels like to be 40 again. It's instant rapport.
Bro, and remember, I don't know if you were in there, you were sitting right, no, you left early when Ed Milet was talking, and
at All In.
At All In. And then he was talking at Clever. He kind of said the same thing, right? But he's talking about like shift your focus in your business to selling happiness, right? Just like McDonald's, right? What's their number one meal? The Happy Meal. What's their freaking mascot? A clown. How are clowns and burgers related? No way.
Well, bro, I'm just gonna say, clowns are scary, dude.
Yeah, but right. But what McDonald's is doing is they're selling happiness, right? And that's what we're doing as well. Coca-Cola, right? Every bottle or whatever comes with a smile or whatever, right? They're selling happiness, right? And that's what we're doing too. We're in the business of selling happiness. Our sellers a lot of the time they have problems. They have real world problems that they're going through, right? And the solution that we come up with is going to bring them happiness and peace a lot of the times, right? So that's what we're aiming for, happiness. And if you have your seller laughing and smiling, you're gonna get a deal a lot of the times, just for because you have them smiling. Like
exactly, this is so true. And a lot of people they get caught up on the sales tactics, and like we can talk sales tactics. I mean, there was a lot there to dissect, but actually, I think that's one of the most powerful things he did. And here's the reason why. Why does that personability matter? Guess what? He's gonna have to follow up with this person probably for several months.
Exactly.
And if you hit it off on the right note in the beginning, it actually sets you up for the proper follow-up later on.
Exactly.
You're easier in life, and they will go easier on you when it goes back to this. We all know this saying: people don't remember what you said to them, but they remember how you made them feel.
Yep.
Right. The next fall, she's just gonna be like, Daryll, and then she's gonna remember that you're the guy who complimented her age and probably flirted with her a little bit, and that's gonna put her in a kind of like a giddy, happy, jovial mood. Guess what? Your follow-up is gonna go 10 times better than if you pissed her off on the first call.
Yep. 100%. I flirt with all my sellers, by the way. All the lady sellers, they all get a little bit of flirt action. I don't know if you've seen the post. Shout out to Olu. Olu actually just jumped in. Olu gave me this fire voicemail to leave for sellers, and it involves telling the seller that you miss them. mean to cut you off. I still got 8 people watching right now on YouTube. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all are the best. Y'all stayed here. Y'all had no clue what was going on, but they stayed, and I'm back.
All they saw, that's it. That's all they saw was the ceiling for a little bit.
I'm back. All they seen was a black screen, bro. I'm back. What's up, Chris? What's up, y'all? So, Sam, tell us about your challenge, bro. What you got going on?
Yeah. So, okay. So this past Friday, I had a guy on my podcast. For everyone that doesn't know, I have a podcast with an amazing person named Logan Manzanetis. Logan is a huge influential person in both my life and Daryl's life, and I think he's a mentor to both of us. Is that safe to say?
Bro, 1,000%.
So, okay, so exactly. Logan's a phenomenal podcast co-host, and last week we had a guy on, and his at is at JJ Live. You guys should go follow him. He's amazing. He's got 1.1 million followers, and he is a brand building phenom. Like, this is what he does. He takes high-level businesses and entrepreneurs and investors and coaches them and does holistic brand building A to Z for them. And, takes them basically from social media presence, nothing to social media presence with 1 million followers and blue check marks and things like that. And Daryll, you and I are guys who put our businesses first. The reality is we're not trying to be gurus. We don't believe in that type of stuff. Right. We want to have our businesses do what we say that they do, and they do. But we both understand the value of building our personal brands because we've seen the door that it opens for people like our mentor, Tace Morby. It's huge. So we had JJ on and we were talking about hey man, what is the value in building a personal brand? The way that, how do you do it? What's the right way? What are the pros and cons? What are the pitfalls? And he's like, Sam, I like you. And I know that you want to do this. So I'm going to issue you a challenge. I'm like, cool. And you know me, dude, I'm competitive as hell. So I'm like, let's go. I want stakes on it too. He's like, great. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to wire Logan $1,000. And that's exactly what I did that day. I wired Logan $1,000. And the challenge is that I have to go live every single day on Instagram for 30 days. And for every day that, or no matter what, every day, and if I miss a single day, Logan gets to keep a portion of that money. Wow. And so, one, I refuse to lose. This is my thing. I just can't lose. I don't have it in me. It's not possible. I will die before I lose.
Bro, I ripped that word out the dictionary, bro. I don't even know what that means.
Exactly. And even my death will be a win. I will find a way to have victory in death. So I'm on day 4, day 5. I don't even know. I think it's day 4 now. And if I crush this, which I will, not only will we have the honor of having JJ come back on the podcast, JJ is a showman, like a true electric magnetic showman, mm-hmm. Right? He's a very charismatic personality. He speaks with so much passion. He's amazing. And he's on stages. And you know me, dude. You know that I love being on stages. You know that I love having a mic in hand. You know that I love connecting with an audience in a big way. It means a lot to me.
Yeah.
So he knows that I want to throw my first big event in Florida next year. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. With minimum 1,000 people. I want to have a ton of guest speakers for, high-level killers. High-level.
Why Florida?
I think it's going to be a dope place to start, man. I was always thinking Orlando, but now I'm considering Miami too. And we just have some amazing people out there. Our brother Hung Mai is down there in Orlando.
I love Hung. Is he on here? Is Hung watching right now?
Yeah, he was here.
He's watching.
So I was, Orlando is kind of and honestly, I'm going to scout out Florida just because it's on the list of places that I want to move. And I know a few other high-level killers who I'm partnering with who live in Miami especially. So Hung's out there. JB is out there. JB's a freaking killer. Not many people know about him. Well, he's killing in the pot. Anyways, all this to say, if I crush this, which I will, JJ will come back on the podcast, and I'm sure he'll give me another challenge, and we'll probably have 17 challenges, and we'll document it all, and it's going to be amazing. But 2, one of the big things is I'm going to get him to speak on stage.
Oh, I love that.
That's my, and it's how many high-level people can you surround yourself with? If you're going to throw an event, how many high-level people can you put on your stage?
Bro, and that's what I was looking at, your past guests you've had on your podcast and the upcoming ones. And, bro, y'all are crushing it, dog.
I appreciate you.
Y'all are crushing it, bro. Y'all have some high level people coming up.
Yeah, dude, I don't even, thank you so much. We didn't expect to have, truthfully, we didn't expect to have the growth that we've had, especially in the quality of our guests. But, you know, I don't even know if we're 10, 12 episodes in yet. We've had a billionaire. We've had, you know, Dan Young, Clever Summit speaker, you know, ultra, you know, wealthy and very well known. We had Jenna Hoover on, I think last week or before last week, or the week before, and she's a TV star on HGTV. She's a Clever Summit speaker. Then we had JJ, right? 1.1 million followers, brand building phenom. And I don't know if you guys saw it, but tomorrow it's our freaking honor. We've got Laura Morby coming on, which is one that I'm super stoked about, right? And it's like for everyone in the outside world who isn't in our mentorship, Laura Morby, she's the star. She's a star of A&E's Triple Digit Flip, which I believe to this day is still A&E's top performing.
Queen Sub 2.
She is the first lady of creative finance.
Right.
She is the Sub 2. And Daryll, I think you've been to Morby's house, right?
Yes.
And when you were there, did you get to interact with her a lot or not?
Yeah.
So you've seen firsthand like how gracious she is, how amazing
she's awesome, bro.
She's an absolute all-star.
So
to have her,
so down to earth and just a nice genuine soul, bro.
And she pours into us, right? As young people, you know, when I first went to Phoenix and she invited me into her home when baby Monday was barely born, and like she just pours and pours and pours into other people, and it's amazing. So,
bro, quick story. When I was at Pace's house, and I mean, this doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, but it was a pretty big deal to me, right? We got there, and I'm like, "Hey, Laura, I need to do something like regarding work. I was judging another mentorship. I was judging their closers competition, right? And that was one thing I was talking about earlier. For y'all people in Sub 2, I've been giving y'all some free sauce today. Join or get inside these other wholesale mentorships and become the creative finance person. I promise you, that's a ninja tip right there that not many people are going to tell you to do, but they're doing it. I'm doing it. Get into those rooms. But anyways, I was judging their competition, and I told her, I'm like, hey, at 4:30, I need to go judge this competition. She didn't even think about it. She's like, okay, what office do you want to use? I'm like, I don't know, the best one that's available. She's like, go to Pace's office. I'm like, okay, bro. And that just like just the mindset shift of like, if I say something like that to like my regular group of friends or my old friends or family, they're gonna try to like not shame me, but it's like, why are you doing work when we're here at here hanging out, right? But her, it's like, pick an office and go. Like, it didn't even think twice, just go. I love it.
So I mean, it speaks a lot to her character, right? And an element of that is that you said that people, you know, from your family and friends may not, you know, your previous kind of life, not your entrepreneurial life, they wouldn't understand it. The reality is there's probably no one on this planet that you and I both know that understands what, like, that life.
Yeah.
She's playing such a pivotal, not only is she an amazing badass investor herself, she plays a support role to mentor Pace Morby. And I mean, I can only imagine what it's like, you know, being a life partner to someone like Pace, right?
Yeah, that's probably different.
So exactly, and so she understands it. So for her, it's not like, why are you doing this? Spend some quality time. You're here with us right now. You know, be present in the moment. Oh, I get it. Go do what you got to do.
I love that.
Like one of the next level, you know, entrepreneur industry. Like, I'm gonna give you guys this hint. When figure earners,
you broke up, bro. At 7-figure earners.
yeah, when 7-figure want to scale and become 8-figure earners in this industry, they go to this person. Like this person, his students, he has billionaires who are his students. And like they're not like they just join his mentorship, his mastermind just to be if they join everyone. No, they go to him as 7-figure earners to become 8-figure earners to try to figure out how to break into that next level. So I can't give you guys any more yet because if I do, Logan will probably kick my butt.
You could tell me off live, bro.
I tell you everything, dude. You're my brother, so. So, dude, it's just crazy stuff, man. We're phenomenally blessed, and I was talking to one of my partners about this, and it's like people don't understand that a lot of what we're doing is it's not just networking between Logan and I and them and building personal relationships. It's, dude, like these are the people that I want to be on stage with me, right? So it's like if I can get to the point where, like, what are my goals, man? I'm going to speak it right now because I know you believe in manifestation. I'm a guy who, when I first joined Sub2, I didn't understand it whatsoever. That I freaking realized through a lot of trial and error that I'm a phenomenal manifester of things. And one of my goals on the podcast is this year, I'm going to have Ed Milet come on.
Ooh, I like that. And you know, go ahead. I'm listening to you.
So it's so funny because I've been dude, you know that at Clever I discovered Ed, and that I was stunned. And as a guy who wants to be on stage and wants to impact people, to see a man do it the way that he does, I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked.
He's a beast, bro. And
he's amazing. I mean, honestly, amazing as a word is an understatement.
Yeah.
And ironically, I hope he's not here right now.
Ed Milet? Yeah, he watches my lives all the time, bro.
So I had a guy there right now. So the other day, and Ed Milet, I've just been constantly like, how the hell do I get Ed Milet on? Because like I can't afford Ed Milet, right? I'm like, how do I get him on? And then ironically, some way, somehow, the Instagram algorithm blessed me. And then I got like a few likes and a few comments from a blue check mark person who I've been following for a bit. And this person has a podcast. And this person DMs me just like saying some very kind words, right? Like a blue check mark, famous person DMs me saying some very kind words. I'm like, dude, love this. I want to connect with you. That person has had Ed Milet on their podcast 3 times now.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
So, and it's understanding, right? Like, of course, I have to lead with value. I have to bring meaningful value to this human being before I dare to ever bring up that conversation. But you're a guy who understands how these chess puzzles play out.
Yeah.
Dude, if I can get Ed on before the end of the year, that's
Bro,
the
you
ultimate
will. Don't
goal.
say if. You will. You will. It's crazy because one of my goals it's not to get him on my podcast, it's to be on his podcast. And to be like, have you ever watched this podcast?
Yeah, it's freaking amazing, dude.
Yeah. And it seems like everybody he interviews is like his actual friend. Right. So I will become friends with Ed Milet. I need a year though. By this time next year, you see it right here on live right now. By what's today's date? May 31st.
First, bro.
Yeah, May 31st, 2023. You will see me on Ed Milet's podcast. I promise you. By the end of this year, you will see Ed Milet on the Origin Story podcast, which is Sam and Logan's podcast. That's manifested right now. Everybody who just watched that, we got about 19 people watching right now. Y'all mark this day down in y'all calendar. It's gonna happen. You know, is Logan on here?
No, I invited him. Logan's always busy doing Logan stuff, man. He's probably.
I bought him Ed Milet's book, the one that comes out tomorrow.
Power of One.
Yeah, the Power
Guys,
of One.
Ed Milet being an amazing human being that he is, he has a new book coming out called The Power of One More. And this is a principle that I learned back in, I'm not going to talk too much about it, but in my previous career field, we learned about that in a big way. There is a strong power to forcing yourself to, by default, doing one more of anything, 1 more hour, 1 more minute, 1 more rep, 1 more phone call, whatever it is. Doing 1 more is actually how you build an empire.
Yep.
And Ed Milet has this phenomenal book. It's coming out tomorrow. Anything that he does is always phenomenal. But here's the most amazing part of Ed Milet. He is not only matching, but he is now doubling. For every dollar of profit that he gets, he will double that, match it, double it, and it will be donated to the families in Texas who were affected by the school shooting this past week.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't even know that.
So please, one, level yourself up as an investor, as an entrepreneur. Go learn, and go submit to the power of one more, because it truly, it's been life-changing for me. I learned it, as a college athlete, and then it got doubled down in my professional life, and it helped me excel a lot. But also, I mean, if you ever want to make a purchase that has a purpose behind it, it's huge. And for everyone who was there at Clever Summit, a phenomenal leader, a leader among leaders, Cole Hatter, talked about making money matter, which is a phenomenal thing that we can always talk about for hours. It's not enough to make money. It's not enough to multiply it. None of that matters if you don't do something that matters with it. Making money is great, but making money matter is more important. So phenomenal way. That's like the second that I saw him do that, I'm like, this is a way to make money matter.
Sorry, bro. I just got a text from my lender. So I didn't know. She just tried to sneak in there that they're charging points on this cash out refi, 2 points. She didn't say that to me. We're supposed to close next week. Honestly, bro, this is my first time getting like an actual loan. So I don't even know what points are, bro. I mean, I know what they are, but I don't know like the ins and outs.
Yeah, that's if they didn't disclose that up front when you applied, I would be very hesitant. But I mean, dude, it's up to you to weigh, right? If the spread's there and closes, freaking today, then like do what you got to do to get the deal. As long as the money's there to be made, as long as you're secure, do what you got to do.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna make it happen. She probably did disclose it, but this is a cash out refi that I got my seller to get approved for. So I really didn't see all the documents. Okay. But I mean, it's a pretty good 5.75%. It's not terrible in today's market.
I know. I was just like, oh, that just took me back, man. Remember when stuff was like 2% or below, like a year and a half ago? Oh my god!
And I know me personally, you too, because we got into real estate around the same time. We were like really privileged and like spoiled with the interest rates that we were getting, and like 5.75% is like the normal the normal rate. And I was complaining one day, I think to Keston, and he's like, bro, that's a normal rate, bro. You're just spoiled, dude.
Yeah. So it's so funny that you said that. So I joined real estate, like I got into real estate, into sales, into entrepreneurship, into sub 2 in October of last year. So it's been about 7 months now.
7 months. And you closed how many deals, bro?
34 to the closing table.
Bro, I need you on. Can you come on my podcast, bro? Please. Like, when are you available?
It would be like I would literally cancel everything else that I'm doing in life to be on your podcast. And I freaking mean that. I will fly out. Where are you at right now? Are you still in the DMV?
Nah, I'm in Pennsylvania right now.
Fly out to Pennsylvania to go on your podcast.
Bro, just fly to the middle of nowhere with me in my RV.
100%, dude. Oh my god.
I'll give you the latitude and longitude. I'll give you the coordinates. Because it's not gonna be an address.
Exactly. Yeah. There's like no roads to it. I'm at the skydiving or some shit. Dude, could you imagine we would close? We would get 60 deals that month. Easy. Between you and me, 100%.
Let's do it, bro. Hung said that doesn't sound creepy at all.
No, it doesn't. It just sounds like two dudes making a shit ton of money.
Sounds like a good time to me.
But that being said, dude, like you're right. So I joined in October, right? Dude, when I joined, I had no idea what an MAO was. I had no idea what an ARV was. For the first month, I legit was like, what the fuck is a MAO? I'm like, oh, it's an MAO. Everyone like, well, how do I do my MAO, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, what the fuck is a MAO? Like, I was like a Chinese dude or something? And that's so racist that I said that out.
That was very racist. And I'm on YouTube, bro. YouTube is going to be up forever. I'm not editing this.
Dude, that's fine. You know what? We need people to see the truth. But that being said, no, you're right. I did things. So when I got in, the rates were like, I think hovering around like 3%, and they were like slightly climbing back up. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And I was like, but then we're in creative finance and we know how to get deals at 0% interest.
Yeah.
Like 3% is a lot. And now we're at where we're at. I'm just like, ugh.
Bro, we're in the 8s, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, when I first got in, I was like, 8 was like hard money terms.
Yeah.
Now, hard money, bro.
Hey, bro, so I'm about to call this seller back, right? So I totally fumbled last time I was streaming. I called this guy and I was reading so many different names. He answered. I called him the wrong name. And he straight hung up. So it's been a couple days. I'm about to call him back. Hopefully he forgot.
Do it.
Hey, Manny.
En este momento no puedo contestar tu llamada. Deja tu mensaje y en cuanto sea posible, te regresaré la llamada.
Yo no hablo.
En este momento no puedo.
Okay, I need to switch my phone number for this guy. Let me type the notes, switch phone number. Yo, stop that crying, dog. And he sent me the voicemail. Yeah, bro, he sent me the voicemail. Yeah, so somebody asked me a question earlier. I meant to answer it, but we started talking. So somebody asked me a question like way, way earlier. But we started talking and I really wanted to answer it, but I forgot. Hold on, let's find it. Let's find it.
I'm sorry for just.
No, you're good, bro. I want you to answer this question too. Where's it at? Oh, here we go. He says, I do have a question. My boy Failure is Knowledge. He says, what is the process of going live making calls?
What is the process or purpose?
The purpose. Yes. The purpose of going live making calls.
Okay. I was about to say the process, like live and go live. Okay, so the purpose of it, right? So this is very interesting. Right now, for the next 26 days, 25 days, my purpose is threefold. One is to get my $1,000 back. Two is to accomplish a challenge that one gets me acclimated to this platform, which is not that big of a deal because, dude, you and me go on Zooms and podcasts and stuff like that all the time. And three, though, about getting on this platform and building tolerance to being on camera, a lot of that has to do with building up a personal brand. Yeah. Reality of what I are doing a lot when we do these things is a lot of this stuff is so people out in the world get to see us more. Yep. And get to see what we're all about. And if you follow Daryll, you're going to find out a few things. You're going to find out that he's a ridiculous closer. He's probably one of the best salesmen in sub 2, if not, I would put Daryll up against any closer from any other community, and I would put money on it.
Thanks, bro.
But you get to see that Daryll is more than just an individual human being. He's a leader who creates other leaders. And there's more to Daryll than even just that. And the reality is what Daryll is doing is he's showcasing himself to the world and showcasing who he is as a human. Just that. And the reality is what Daryll... All good. And if he does this long enough and effectively enough, he will be able to actually influence more people at a greater scale and a greater capacity. And one of the things about a leader who makes more leaders is I want Daryll to blow the hell up because I know he's going to uplift people in different communities and different pockets of the world, and he's going to empower them, inspire them, do great things. And those people will then rise, and they will feel an obligation because they see how he operates. They will do the same thing. And what this actually does is there's a ripple effect across across the society, across the ecosystem, across the world, and it's a ripple effect for the righteous good. Now, that there's an element to that. Another element to building a personal brand, and what is the purpose of going live and calling sellers? It's to showcase your skill sets, to showcase your ability to do this business. It will result in a few things. Personal branding is huge. It will result in you getting more deals. It will result in you getting, more private money. There's a lot of business benefits to it. But Daryll, I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that for you, a lot of the business benefits pale in comparison to the change that you feel that you can make in this world by getting more people to know who you are.
100%, bro. 100%. And honestly, one of the main things as well, I perform better in front of a crowd, bro. Perform better in front of an audience. I like to perform. So when I'm streaming, when I'm live, I feel like people are getting the best of me. And my main thing, bro, like me, right? I just want to help others. I just want to help others. I just want to provide value. And so many people have been telling me like how much value they get from me going live and just showing what I'm doing every single day, even if it's just us having conversations like this, right? Somebody's getting value out of this. And like you said, we're creating more leaders, right? More leaders. Leaders create leaders. And that's just the whole goal. As far as business wise, bro, having a personal brand, we're in 2022, right? Like there's no need for business cards these days. Your business card is your Instagram. I dead serious, bro. I'm about to close on a flip next week, right? It's gonna be my first flip ever. It's in California. It's actually not too far from you, bro. It's in Modesto. Um doing it with Elena. So you know how we got that contract? The seller, no joke, seller went and looked me up, found my Instagram, and was literally seen my post. If I didn't make posts, then he wouldn't know that I was legit, right? But he's seen me posting, he's seen my videos, he's seen that we're actually doing business, and he's like, okay, I'll sign this contract. My guy.
So this is
going on, y'all?
Hey, bro.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got.
I hear you, bro. What's your name, bro? I just know your alias. Failure is knowledge. I like.
Yes, sir. It's Daryll Humphrey. Appreciate it, man. Hey, talking about personal brand, I got it everywhere.
Yes, sir.
Even on my phone. And I seen y'all because both y'all talking about going live and stuff like that. And I appreciate y'all for letting me come on. I appreciate y'all for letting me come on because y'all are dropping gems and y'all just speaking from experience. Y'all showing people like the real y'all. You feel me? And that alone is just very inspirational because I've been thinking about going live. Well, I go live but it's like once a week. I never thought about going live each and every day.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's why I went to ask y'all, like, well, y'all explained it. So is there a particular time, that will be better than the other, going in the morning, going in the afternoon?
You got to think, bro.
Yeah. Here, Daryll, you cool with me taking this one off?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, were you here when I talked about the challenge that I got from the guy who got $1 million?
Yeah. You want your money back. You want your $1,000 back, and then like you want to really help people.
I can't lose, right? Here's the thing that he talked about this. He actually told me, as he's like, Sam, because I like you, I know that you're gonna crush it. I want you to set yourself up to win. Now, what does that mean? Don't worry about the best time. Forget it. Assume you're gonna have 0 people show up, right? Still have a conversation with the screen, because guess what? What you're actually doing is you're getting comfortable with the platform, and that's all this is. So what you should be asking yourself is, what's the most sustainable time for you, right? What if you do all the research in the world? You do all the research in the world, and the research tells you it's freaking 4 a.m. Are you going to sustain that shit? Hell no. I mean, unless you're one of the few people in the world like Base Morby who can wake up at 4 a.m. and start doing stuff. But if for your best time is 3 p.m., do it at freaking 3 p.m., right? So that's set yourself up to win, set yourself up to be sustainable and have longevity. Because if you don't get some fulfillment out of it, if it's rough for you and it's a make it happen, it won't happen and it won't last. And then if it doesn't last, guess what? You will never reap the benefits of what you're trying to do in the first place. So one other thing that he did is after our broadcast ended, this is Jay continuing to pour into me. He said, hey, Sam, to make it more fun for you. Now, I can sit here and talk to a screen by myself all the time, but the reality is doing stuff with people that you like is more fun. He said, go ahead and make sure you people who are your peers who you see have an upwards trajectory, right? Who understand the value of what you're going to do. And then reach out to them, tell them what you're going to do, and then see if they can make it. See if they can be on there and be a part of this journey with you. And Daryl, did I do exactly that when I reached out to you?
100%, bro.
Daryl's one of my brothers, and I'm like IG live illiterate still. I sent him a gigantic text after it. I said, hey, this is what happened. This is what's on the line. And I told him some things that we haven't talked about and I can't share publicly, but I told him, like, here's some long-term plays that I have with this person. And I'm like, you guys get this. I'm going to go live every freaking. If you can be there for it and you can hop in and share some encouragement, some support, just hang out with me, guess what? In my mind, you are helping me on my journey up. And there's this thing called the Law of Reciprocity. And you're going to, honestly, and I feel indebted to guys like Daryll who are brothers to me. And knows these people. There's a few of us who all we do is just we go out of our way to uplift one another. Daryl's probably one of my biggest supporters in this space. And I work my ass off to try to make sure I can 10x the support back. So set yourself up to succeed, man. Find a time that works for you. There is no best time. Don't even think about that type of shit. Don't think about data. Don't think about analytics. Just find a time that works. It can be a different time every freaking day. And find yourself a battle buddy. Find yourself someone that...
No, really,
right?
bro. I go at a different time literally every single day. It's probably not the best marketing strategy, right? You probably want to have a set time every day, but who cares, bro? I don't care if there's 2 people on here or 40 people. I've had both, right? And when you think about it, it's different time zones, right? So I'm on the East Coast right now. It's almost 9 o'clock, but where Sam's at, it's only 6 o'clock, right? So if you want to go live at 10 o'clock on the East Coast, you still have people on the West Coast where it's nice outside. It's still light out, so they're not sleeping, right? So you're going to have viewers regardless. So, and that's not even, don't even worry about how many people are watching, bro. Like Sam was saying, it does not matter. Especially if you're gonna post it and keep it on your page forever. Like this is gonna be on YouTube forever. You think I care about how many people are watching? I mean, yeah, I care, right? And if y'all are watching right now and you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. I will be here every single day, random times. But yeah, we'll be here. Make sure y'all subscribe. But it really doesn't matter though, bro. Like as long as people are engaged, like these videos are going to be here forever. So years down the line, somebody may just come across this video and they're going to hear what we're talking, and there's going to be some gems in there, right? And I don't care, right? And we're just getting comfortable talking in front of people, talking on stage, and it's different. It's definitely different than talking on stage in front of people. But I'll tell you, I had my first public speaking event a few weeks ago, right? I've never done that before. I used to be super nervous, but since I've been so vocal on live and doing stuff like this on YouTube, it was easy. It was a walk in the park. Like people came up to me and they're like, yo, there's no way this was your first speech. I told people that I just thought about what I was going to talk about 5 minutes before I got on there. And I did. I was telling the truth. And they're like, no way. You wrote that 100%. I'm like, no, this came off the top of the dome. And that's just because I'm comfortable talking in front of people now. Right. And that's just from putting myself out there. So.
Bro, and I agree. And I agree with my bad. I mean to interrupt you, Daryl.
You good, bro. You good. I was just gonna say, just do it. Just do it. Solomon, I appreciate you, brother, for dropping that link.
And it's amazing that y'all say that, because I typically don't worry about the viewers, because the views, the followers, they're gonna come. I don't worry about that. What I worry about is just putting as much value as I can, because somebody needs to hear this. Somebody needs to hear, like, okay, boom, they doing this. Like, damn, they really feel it. Like, damn, they really good. Or, to get their own perspective on this is what the ground looks like. Because a lot of people see success today, not yesterday. You feel me? Yesterday, well, you say you started like a while ago. Say I've been following you for a little minute. You say you started like October or December. I probably said the wrong months. But you have to go through the struggles. You have to learn how to communicate with people. Because if you're not learning how to attentively listen to a property owner, how are you supposed to solve a problem? You feel me? And the people see today, okay, you're confident, you're doing what you're preaching about. And it comes easy. It comes easy because I do the same thing because I post like every day because I'm becoming a motivation speaker, and it goes to show like you can do anything to put your mind to, but what about the grind? What about the hard work?
Bro.
People don't even see
what
I've been through.
And these like the gurus today, people are online today. They're not showing that stuff. They're only showing the wins, right? And that's one of the main things that I like to talk about as well. Like people know I talk about a lot. I just started talking about a lot. How just 12 months ago, I'm sleeping on an air mattress in my boy's living room with a hole in it. Right? I don't got no house. Like I have to make this happen or I'm homeless. Right? Like I'm waking up with my back touching the floor every single morning because there's a damn hole in this air mattress. And people don't see that part. They only see I'm on my way to 10 deals a month. That's all they see. They didn't see the post that I made yesterday, the story of me writing down every single phone number that I got from a free skip trace and me going one by one, hand dialing these numbers until I figure out what the right number is. Right. And then get on the phone with them for them not even be motivated to sell. Right. They don't see that part. They don't see that. And that's another reason why I like going live, so I can show that part of the business. Right. So I can show what's going on because it happens, right? You have to go through these phases. Unless you're Sam Singh and you just a natural born closer and you come into the game and get 34 deals in a month.
So, man, so here's the thing, right? Like, and this is what I want to, this is one of those things where, Daryll, you know my podcast, it's called The Origin Story because we don't want to talk about the Lambos and the Ferraris and the wealth. We want to talk about how you got to where you're at, right? Yep. People find authentic. They find authenticity in that, and authenticity is actually powerful. And for me, I'm kind of I find myself in an interesting place. I'm 7 months into this game. I legit graduated grad school last year. I didn't know a damn thing about real estate, and then within a 7-month time frame, I've closed to the closing table, like with HUDs, 34 deals, right? And that's amazing. It's so freaking amazing. It is. I'm blessed. The thing about it is people, they see that. They think that it's, some magic secret sauce that I have or was born with. The reality is it's like, you talked about not seeing the grind, they're not seeing things that you did. They also didn't see the fact that I spent, minimum 6.5 hours a day in a chair listening to a dial tone, waiting for sellers to pick up.
Yep.
Like, it took that. And I needed to go through that because I needed to build the business. And then this is why, I'm able to. Daryll knows a lot of things that I'm doing in my business and the way it's scaling. And it's a lot of crazy shit. But the reality, that stuff didn't just come. Like, you had to. People don't really see that a lot. And I love that we're talking about this because. So I'm going to be on someone who's, I know, a brother to both of us, and that's Marlon Johnson.
I can't wait for that, bro.
Mindset, you talking about Mindset Marlon?
Mindset Marlon. Hey, talking about, it's so funny that you just did that like that because every time I see Marlon, I'll be like, is that Mindset Marlon? Is that the Mindset guy?
Marlon, the Mindset Marlon,
the
right?
Mindset Marlon. Watch him show up now. Watch him pop up in here.
He's a phenomenal testament to personal branding. So there's people in this world where it's like it feels sacrilegious to say the real name. Who's another phenomenal friend of mine? His name is Medium Wave Dave. His name is Dave. I'm like one of his best friends, and I can't call him anything but Medium Wave Dave.
MWD, baby.
Dude, MWD is an amazing. I mean, he's just a phenomenal dude. But so I'm gonna be going on with Mindset Marlon. Day after tomorrow. We were supposed to go on today. Things came up. Deals blew up. But I'm gonna be on there Thursday at 3 p.m. PST. And it's one thing that I haven't done yet. Logan and I actually talking about this when we're not busy having amazing guests on. I want to have a day where we just break down Logan's origin story because there's a lot there. There's so a lot there.
Bro.
It's so a unique. Good. And I watched when you guys had him on. I watched it. It was amazing. I'm so sad I couldn't be there live. But it was a phenomenal, peek and insight into how he works. And there's a lot that just because of time wasn't said.
Yeah.
And that's, I want, on my podcast, because we're the origin story. I want to hear his and I want to share mine. And it's something that I've been really hesitant of doing up until now. because vulnerability can be tough, right? Vulnerability is tough, but vulnerability is extremely freaking powerful.
Yep.
And a vision that everyone wants to find out about how Samsung did 34 deals in 6.5 months. And it's like people, they ask the wrong questions. They ask, how many cold callers do you have? How many texts were you sending? What list did you pull? Those aren't the right questions. Those are not. The real question is actually the question.
Y'all, I'm jumping off of YouTube right now. I appreciate everybody for tuning in on this live. I hope you guys got some gems on here. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be here in the morning. 9:30 a.m. I'll be giving you guys an insight again on how our team meetings go. So 9:30 a.m. I will be streaming. I'll go for 3 hours tomorrow. Please tap in. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like the video. As always, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm out.